how to prepare for the multidimensional future. Dear ones, me as Shiva God and Kirsi greet you again. And today Kirsi was asking from me a very important question, which I am so happy to answer right now. Yes, our dear human friends, at least someone is thinking how to go forward, our dear human friends. And Kirsi was asking me that how we as humans should prepare for the multidimensional future. And I told Kirsi that you are right in the point again, because it seems that you are more busy with solving your own problems than thinking the bigger picture, what is happening at entire planet Earth lens, connected to the multidimensional cosmos. Yes, our dear human friends, I think, Kirsi, you are a couple steps ahead of the most of the entities at the planet Earth lens, and you have your own capacity to think things from this perspective. And it is exactly so, our dear human friends. That is the perspective we are looking after all the planetarian lenses, and we think the bigger picture, how to organize things that we all can live the peaceful life, our dear human friends. And that was with Kirsi's mind as well, how we go through peacefully from this transformation to be a multidimensional beings in the future. And me as Shiva God, I know that you have all kinds of futures, platforms, and you have all kinds of planning tools how to go for the future. But the main problem is that you are missing the bigger picture and the knowledge how to go to the future as humankind. Yes, Kirsi, it is exactly so. And you were thinking today, because you were attending to one education where you were thinking about the future and the tools, and you were looking those tools, and you were thinking that with those tools nothing will change. And this is exactly so, our dear human friends. And this is the reason we need to start from the scratch. Because if you think that you can bring your old tools from 3D reality to the 5D reality, you have missed the train already, our dear human friends. So you can't take anything, none of it, our dear human friends, to the 5D timeline, because it doesn't operate the way the 3D timeline operates, our dear human friends. And that was Kirsi's main question. How we enter in and how we go through, how we prepare for this 5D transformation the best possible way. She was thinking how all these changes will affect, because she was thinking the electricity, like now when they all get catched up that yes, you have had free energy forever through the entire human history. So where is it, our dear human fellows, right now? Where is that free energy I offered you in the beginning, dear fellow brothers? Who has taken all the money from it? And my next question is how you will go on at 5D timeline with the electricity, our dear human friends. Do you think that you have your own capacity to change all the electricity to serve the free energy? That was Kirsi's question for me. And it is exactly so, Kirsi. And she was asking also about the water. What happens to our drinking waters and water sources when we will hit the 5D in the total amount of entities at the planet Earth lands in total? And that is another truth, Kirsi. You asked me again because you see, you haven't gone through these total transformations as humans this way. Never, ever. You have changed timelines kind of and thinking with your own 3D timeline inside of it from the time period to another. But you have never made this kind of shift you are making right now, our dear human friends. And that's why we are also coming to teach you how you make the entire timeline shift with this amount of technology in it, our dear human friends. And like now, the situation is right now that you are following those black cube codes which can't exist at 5D timeline either. Yes, our dear human friends. So it means that all your computers, all your machines you have made, all the equipments which are using any kinds of computer systems, they need to be overwritten, overcoded, our dear human friends. And now you understand the Kirsi's main question. She was wise enough to think things a little further with her own consciousness level and knowing what is coming in the future, while knowing all these timelines which will be ahead of you as well. Yes, our dear human friends. So that means that you need to prepare now for all those multidimensional timelines which are coming after this transformation. Yes, our dear human friends. And Kirsi already understood that you need to update all the systems right now because they can't continue with the black cube systems anymore. Can you get the bigger picture, our dear human friends? This transformation is total transformation forward, our dear human friends. And there is no other way, because you see, we the light gods, we are the real rulers and the real gods over you. So now I need to ask you, from your black cube lords, how did you think this thing with your own plan, our dear fellow brothers? This lost you are in total. You are thinking only your own pockets so much that you can't see any further, only to your own pockets. And that is your creativity. How long does it take? And the rest unknown. Yes, our dear human friends, it's time to wake up right now. Because with these rulers and leaders, what you have had, you only can get more lost where you are already, our dear human friends. So, how to prepare for the next moves? I don't think that your future platforms or any future tools from 3D will help the change, because we need to start from the beginning, like we have told you, to turn the new history page, and we need to start all over, our dear human friends, to the right direction, towards the light. And this is the price you need to pay now as the entire planet Earth lends, because these so wise, dear fellow brothers, have led you to the wrong direction. And now you as normal entities, those all light beings, you need to pay all the bills again because of their evil work against you. And that is not right. Do you know this word already? I have taught you before the word right. It means right. And now we will take your boat to the right direction. Because if we continue with this way you have created, you will never, ever go forward with your own human life. Yes, and that's why I have been teaching for you that you humans, you shouldn't play God, because you don't have any fucking idea how to do it in the beginning. And this is a very good example, Kirsi, from it right now. And I am so thankful that you asked me this question, because you already understood that, which your politicians have no fucking idea yet. They have no clue. Your doctors, they don't have any clue about your vaccinations. Your politicians have no clue where you are going. And you all entities, other human entities, you are so fucking lost about this craziness and wars and all this sick play you have been created. And then your young people, they are worried about their own life, how to live in this, because they are already open with their own chakras, and you don't even understand that, our dear human friends. All newborn babies have come with all chakras open for years, and they can see through this fake game. And then you think, why we have so many mentally sick entities and young people at our planet Earthlands. So, what do you think? They have seen this psychopath's game from the beginning. And only ones who doesn't understand it is you, the Dark Lords and your own politicians. You are the ones who are the most lost, and your science with many ways as well. You are so lost. And now I need to answer for you, Kirsi, for your own question, how to prepare the best way for this change and for your own future. What can we do? How we prepare with our electricity, water, heating, food. She was thinking this kind of things, how we go through all of it with this change. And me as Shiva God, I confirm you all now that everything I will tell you now is true and nothing but true, our dear human friends. The best possible way for you is to prepare by doing nothing until we arrive. Yes, our dear human friends, because you don't have any clue how to continue to the right direction. So, when we will arrive, Kirsi, we will take care all these problems you just asked me a while ago. And we will fix, we have the knowledge how to transform your all computer systems to the other systems. We will decode them that you don't need to make new computers all over again. So we will do it. And we will also transform your electricity to use free energy. We are not building anything new, or we are not destroying anything old structures. We are using all built systems, but they will be under the free energy, the best possible way how we will create them in total. Yes, our dear human friends. And all these oils and other gases which you have been taking underground, we will come and teach you why they are there in the beginning and for what they should be used. Because you have so many things in the wrong road, our dear human friends, that you don't even understand how big your problem is in the beginning. You have messed up everything from my creation at every way possible, looking only for your own pockets, our dear fellow brothers. And now it has come the time to fix it all. And that means that when we arrive with lots of us with the ships and the motherships, we will stay there as long as it is needed, that we will fix it all together. And you will be using our knowledge how to do it. And that is one reason we are building this Heaven on Earth Nature Center for you, our dear human friends, because none of your scientists have the knowledge we will need in the future. Yes, our dear human friends. And that's why I already asked you to collect the best possible scientists with these fields, that we will start to educate them to the right direction. And then you, the rest of scientists, you can send your thank you card for the entities who created the science in the beginning. Because there are so many wrong rules and wrong ways to create the science at your own planet Earth lens right now, so much corruption and so many pockets on the way, that there is no truth about anything anymore. Yes, that kind of God's play you have had with your fellow dark brothers. So, maybe you call them and ask them, what is your next plan to fix this problem you created yourselves? So, let this be the last time when you start to play gods yourselves, because as you can see, you don't have any fucking capacity to do so. And first, we will fix all these vaccination harms, then, and the sick entities. Then we will fix all your laws, the universal laws from the light, and we will make sure that we are all playing with the same chessboard in the future. And then we will start to fix everything you have created with your brilliant 10% of human brain. Yes, our dear human friends, this smart you have been in total. So, welcome to the 5D timeline with none of your 3D tools and none of your knowledge from the past. Thank you, because we won't need them in the future. We will take so big steps forward that you don't have any idea how big steps we will take when we will arrive. Because with 10% of brain usage, you never used your right brain, and almost all of our tools are created only in the right brain, and they will hit over your capacity with your own logic, our dear human friends. You will be seeing the technology that your creativity could have never made it that way. Yes, our dear human friends. So, get prepared with your hospitals and start to collect the wisest, awakened men and women together with every scientific fields, and then we will start to create your new 5D science, which has nothing to do with your old 3D science anymore. That is the truth, and the only truth, our dear human friends. And for those entities who start to be worried about how I can pay my bills, I have already told you that you all will get so much money that you don't need to think the money for a long time, our dear human friends. We will start to create the entire new planet Earth lens for you, where you all can live peacefully, safe, happy, joyful, from the light, from the source light, our dear human friends. And it will be something you haven't seen before, and with the Kirsi's teaching, you can call it as a crystal light garden and your new paradise. So, that was my teaching for Kirsi's very good questions, and there is something to think for all of you in the near future. And we have been preparing for this already, so that's why there are so many packages coming on your sky, because there is so much to fix at your own planet Earth lens right now. So, be wise and don't even think to shoot them down. And I can tell you already, we have made it already impossible. So, stay tuned, our dear human friends, and thank you, Kirsi, from this great question again. And maybe now you can understand why we have chosen her for your new teacher at your new 5D timeline. Thank you for listening. From the light and love, the Shiva God, your best friend.